Lucy, are you with James again today?
Yeah. We are chilling out watching Netflix. What are you doing today?
Oh, I got the day off work today, so I was thinking about going over to your place. But if you are with James, maybe I will give it a miss. I don't want to be the third wheel. Sorry to disturb you two on your date night.
What's wrong? You sound a bit down. Has something happened? And you usually work on Fridays, don't you? How come you suddenly got the day off?
Forget it, I'm fine.
When you say fine, I know something is definitely wrong. Spill the beans, Jenny.
Don't worry about me. Really. It's not something I feel comfortable talking about when James is there. I don't want to spoil your romantic evening.
Listen, you are my sister. Of course I worry. It's okay. Something's definitely wrong, isn't it? Are you at home now? Shall I drive over there?
Yes, I'm at home.
I will explain to James. He will understand.
But maybe it's not such a good idea to come here.
You're just down the road. Look, don't worry. You're not interrupting anything.
I don't want to get in anyone's way.
We're only watching Stranger Things. We can catch up anytime. Come over. Have you eaten? I can make you some dinner.
I'm sorry, I don't have much of an appetite.
Then I'll prepare something light. Is there something you'd like to eat? I've got some of that garlic bread you like in the freezer.
Do you have any soup?
Chicken soup for your soul?
Yes, like Mother used to make when we were sick.
I'll put some on the stove now. James will pick you up in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry it's so sudden. Are you sure he doesn't mind?
What are you talking about? If you are feeling down, I want to be there for you. You're my sister. He understands. Anything I can do to help, I will. I'll be waiting for you, so be careful.
Thank you! Hi, Lucy. Thank you for yesterday. I'm sorry I disturbed your romantic night in. And thanks for letting me stay over.
Oh, don't be silly. It's not a problem. I'm sorry we couldn't offer you a bed. I hope the sofa wasn't too uncomfortable.
I said it was fine. I was so tired after all that talking. I was emotionally drained. I slept like a log. In fact, after what happened yesterday, I would have been happy to sleep anywhere but in that bedroom last night.
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I'll get over it. It sucks, doesn't it? I still can't believe he brought that woman into this house when I was out. He is taking me for a fool.
It couldn't get any worse. I don't know what I'd do if James had been unfaithful to me. I thought you both got on so well together.
So did I. How wrong was I? I still can't believe what a fool I've been.
He's the fool.
The other day he was saying he wanted to get married. We were talking about where we could go on our honeymoon. But now I find out he's been cheating on me. I seriously can't believe I was sucked in by his lies. He really blindsided me with this one.
It's a good thing you found out what he was like before you married him. Just imagine the trouble you'd be in if it had happened after you tied the knot. Or worse, it might have gone on for years. You might have had kids and everything.
That's the only saving grace, though. I was so stupid. Why didn't I notice? Why wasn't I more observant? The signs must have been there.
Jenny, don't beat yourself up about this. It's time to move on.
That's easier said than done. I want the last 2 years back.
2 years you were with him? My goodness.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
There are plenty more fish in the sea. Fortune favors the brave, Jenny. Time to move on.
I'm not in the mood for platitudes.
All I'm saying is that you deserve better.
It's easy for you to say that, big sister.
What do you mean?
You are a lucky duck, aren't you? You always fall on your feet. Look at James. He's not the sort of person who will be unfaithful to you, is he? He is trustworthy, honest, and reliable. He is a good listener and very kind. Not to mention the fact that he is so handsome. And his credentials say it all. He's a doctor, for goodness sake. And he proposed to you. You are going to marry a doctor. He is such a great catch. You are one of life's winners.
Sure, James is a good person. And yes, he is a doctor after all. A wonderful profession to be in. But I don't think that makes me a winner. Life is not about winners and losers, Jenny.
No, it's about taking part, yada yada yada. Lucy, that is just garbage, and you know it. In this world, people are judged by who they hang out with and what they have got.
That is so materialistic, Jenny. I think there is more to life than that. Life is not about winning and losing at all. We are not in competition with each other.
I disagree with you there, sister. Life is about winning and losing. There are the haves and the have-nots. And right now, you are winning. You have the doctor and all the benefits that come with that. You have the opportunities to move in better circles and meet more interesting people. You have a man with the salary to provide you with a decent level of comfort. And you have the respect associated with being betrothed to a doctor. God, I am so envious of you. Look at me in comparison. I've been cheated on. My life is a complete and utter shambles. And I am a wreck. It is really not fair that you are so happy.
Not fair? What are you talking about? Get a grip, Jenny.
I have got a grip. This is the reality. I don't want to be a loser. I want to be a winner. I want to marry someone like James too. I want to be as happy as you are. If not more so.
You can be so negative. Our struggles and hardships help us to grow and become better people.
Baloney.
No, listen. You have so much going for you. You are beautiful, smart, and any man would fall for you. You just always fall for the wrong man.
But I'm not getting any younger. I'm 30 next year.
30 is the new 20. You're still young. You have so much going for you. Most men would fall over themselves to get a date with such an attractive woman. You still have plenty of opportunities to meet people. Your Mr. Right will come along one day. I am absolutely positive. Your time will come.
You are more attractive than me.
Don't be ridiculous.
Besides, everyone around you is a doctor. That goes a long way to making you more attractive.
You are surrounded by decent men, aren't you? There can't be that many rogues in your line of work.
There are a few, but they aren't doctors. I want a doctor for a boyfriend.
Don't be absurd. You don't just fall in love with someone for their profession.
Why not? Hey, I have an idea. I wonder if James can introduce me to one of his colleagues. Would you ask him for me?
Why don't you ask him? I'm sure if you are nice to him, he'll introduce you to one of his doctor friends. I know a few of his colleagues are still single because they have focused so hard on their careers. It might be difficult to find someone around the same age, though. Most of his colleagues are a bit older than he is.
That would be brilliant! I'd rather have someone older.
Really? I thought you liked younger men.
After that last player? I don't think so. Older men are more settled, more stable. That's just what I need now. I don't just want anyone, though. He will have to be at least a little good-looking and kind. Won't you ask him for me? Please? I trust James to find someone suitable. Please?
Okay, if you insist.
Remember, though, I don't just want anyone. He will have to be at least a little good-looking and kind.
I'll ask him later. Let's see what happens. He can only say no.
I'd be a little nervous about being alone with a stranger at first, though. So maybe you could ask him to take me?
What, like a chaperone on a blind date?
Yes, a chaperone! That's such a good idea! That would make it a little less nerve-wracking. The three of us could go for a drink. Then, if I am not feeling the vibe, it will be easier to let the other guy down.
I don't know.
See what he says. I'm sure James wouldn't try anything on with me.
Yes, I know, but I'm not exactly comfortable about it.
And if he does try something on, which I am sure he won't, I'll be sure to stop him in his tracks. What do you say, Lucy? It'll be fine. Please. Just this once.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Thank you. It's important to turn bad experiences into good ones. I'll find a new boyfriend quickly and live happily ever after like you and James.
Don't get your hopes up too high, though. Wait and see what happens.
You're right. I really appreciate it, Lucy. Thanks again.
Let me know what happens.
I will keep you posted.
Hi, Jenny. I haven't heard from you recently. I was worried. You said you'd keep me posted.
Oh, hi, Lucy. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about you.
You were?
Yes, I was about to call you. You must be psychic.
Well, we are sisters.
I have been really busy with work and have been going out a lot recently.
You sound cheerful. Things must be looking up.
I'm on top of the world. Actually, I've got some good news.
You have? Well, don't keep me in suspense any longer. Tell me what it is.
I've got a new boyfriend.
Really? That's wonderful news. Tell me all about it. What's he like?
He's a doctor. He is a very handsome, kind, cool guy, and he has a decent salary. He is perfect. I am so happy. I feel as if I'm walking on air.
So the blind dates went well after all.
Thanks to you. Sorry to keep borrowing him from you.
It's the least I can do. Anything we can do to help you out. Anyway, from what I heard, James doesn't stay until the end. So I wasn't that bothered.
It's all thanks to you that I met him. Thank you so much.
I didn't do anything. All I did was ask him to be your chaperone. If you're going to thank anyone, it should be James.
Of course. I thanked him every time, over and over. I thanked him for picking me.
You thanked him for what? What did you mean? Picking me? You are talking about your boyfriend, right? You said it to him, right? Not James?
I said it to James.
Wait a minute. What exactly are you saying?
Just what I said. I thanked James for picking me. Like a lot. James is my boyfriend.
Stop it, Jenny. Stop kidding around with me. It's not funny.
I'm not kidding, Lucy. You aren't that stupid. You know it's true. You must have suspected something.
But he's my boyfriend. He was just your chaperone.
That was your idea. It was a good one. It worked out great. Made things much easier.
Easier?
Easier for us to meet without you getting suspicious.
Easier to deceive me?
It was just a little lie.
A lie is a lie. How could you lie to your sister? What happened exactly?
You don't really need to ask me that, do you?
When did it start, Jenny?
Remember that day I went to your house after I found out my boyfriend cheated on me? James was so patient and kind to me. He listened to me. That's when I realized that he was the one.
The one, huh?
It was obvious he felt the same way on the very first date.
What about the other guys?
There was only the first one. He turned up late and left early. He was quiet, a bit of a square, really. But James and I got along like a house on fire. He seemed to be really into me. We decided to meet again. Just the two of us. So we kept up the chaperone at a blind date facade. We met many times and ended up falling in love with each other.
He said he loved you?
He told me yesterday that it was me that he wants to be with. He said he was breaking up with you to be with me.
I don't understand.
It's not rocket science, Lucy. He picked me.
But why? How could you?
I have no idea. Maybe because I am so pretty. Maybe it's because I am so adorable. Maybe he finds me irresistible. He said I was cool and sassy. The total opposite of you.
You betrayed me! Both of you!
Well, these things happen. Anyway, it's your own fault.
My fault? How can you say it was my fault?
You had the audacity to find happiness with a wonderful doctor at a time when I was at my lowest. It wasn't fair. I couldn't let it happen.
Stop right there, Jenny. It's of no consequence to you whether I'm married or not. When I fall in love and to whom I fall in love with is none of your business.
Of course it matters to me. I'll never allow you to get married before I do.
Hang on a minute. Please don't tell me that is why you messed around with James. Because you are jealous? Is that your excuse for stealing my fiancé?
It's not just that. It's the fact that you were going to marry a doctor. A guy like that is far too good for you, right? He's way out of your league, Lucy.
So what you're saying is that he's out of my league, but not out of yours? It's fine if you go out with him, but not me? Is that what you're saying? You're saying that I am not good enough for someone at James's level?
That is exactly what I am saying. I couldn't have put it better myself. And your doctor was a perfect match for me.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Well, I was thinking about breaking up with my previous boyfriend anyway. We didn't really hit it off from the start. It turns out he did me a favor by cheating on me. I saw it as my opportunity to spend some time with James. It was such good timing.
So it was all a lie. You feeling depressed? Everything was a lie. You planned to take James away from me all along.
You are right. I told a little white lie to get close to James. I told all this to James. He knows everything. There's no point trying to win him back. He's already fallen completely in love with me. He is head over heels. Totally besotted.
You are the meanest, vilest, most unscrupulous woman. Have you gone crazy? Do you enjoy turning people's lives upside down?
I get a lot of pleasure from it, actually. And all the more so because James picked me over you. It means I'm better than you. You are the loser now, Lucy. I am the winner. The winner takes all.
I can't believe you, Jenny. We are not playing a game of Monopoly here. We are talking about people's feelings. People's lives.
I'm sorry I stole your precious, precious fiancé. There won't be any wedding for you anytime soon.
That's enough.
Oh, look who's angry. Well, that's understandable. You missed out on a chance to be rich, didn't you?
That is not what I'm saying. It's not about his status for me like it is for you. I loved him for who he was. I thought he loved me. Why, James? Why?
Because I wanted him. What other reason could there possibly be?
But there are so many other men you could have.
But I only wanted James. I won't give him back now. He's mine. And it seems that James has absolutely no intention of going back to you. Well, Lucy, you are going to have to look for someone else to marry now. Get your skates on, big sister. Oh, but you can come to our wedding first. I'll send you an invitation. You will see how happy we are together.
Jenny, do you really think I will be going to yours and James's wedding?
No, probably not. There is no way you'll come. Oh well, never mind.
Wait until Mom and Dad hear about this. It will break their hearts.
Aww, are you going to tittle-tattle on your little sister?
That's enough. We are not in elementary school now, Jenny. I have had it with you this time. It's the last straw. I never want to see you again. Don't ever show your face around here. You are no sister of mine. We are finished.
Fine. As you wish. Anyway, I'm done with you too, Lucy. So don't even try to contact James anymore. He is all mine now.
Why on earth would I? After what you've done? You are welcome to him. I thought we were friends. I don't know you anymore.
I'm glad we understand each other. I guess you'll be single for a while now. But I wish you all the best. How about that? I come to Chicago to visit my parents and find out that you've been here too. But now you are gone. Did you leave because of me? Sorry. I feel like I kicked you out.
Of course I came. It's Thanksgiving. You know Thanksgiving, right? The time when families get together. Not that you remember usually. I'm surprised you turned up this year.
Why wouldn't I come? I'm part of this family too.
Well, you didn't come last year. Or the year before that.
I had a lot on my plate. Mom and Dad know that.
They certainly do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing in particular. Anyway, make yourself at home. I have a long drive ahead of me.
Wait a minute! You're really going home because of me? Did you come all the way here from St. Louis to stay one night?
It's only a 3-hour drive. Anyway, I'd been there since early yesterday, so I've had plenty of time to catch up with Mom and Dad and everyone else. And when I heard you were coming, I decided it was time for me to leave. I didn't want to be in the same house as you. So why don't you just make yourself at home?
You're saying it's my fault you didn't stay? That's funny, because you are the one running away. Who is the guy you were with? You could have at least introduced me to him. Is he your husband?
What if he is? What's it to you?
So you're married now? I imagine he'd be a bit of a loser just like you. James and I are still madly in love, by the way. We went sightseeing in Europe for our 4th anniversary. Paris, Milan, Geneva. Oh, it was wonderful. The Parisian cafe scene is so sophisticated. Don't be too envious. For my birthday, he buys me a new purse every year. You know, the kind you could never afford. Last year, I got a Louis Vuitton. This year, he bought me a Prada bag and matching perfume in Milan. My wardrobe is full of expensive clothes. Gucci, Saint Laurent, you name it.
Really? Are you satisfied with that? Is that your idea of love? You haven't changed a bit.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? I bet your husband can't do all that for you.
James works at the university hospital, right?
Yes, he's quite high up now. He recently got promoted.
Is that so? Well, my husband is a GP. You know what a GP is, don't you? General practitioner. He works in a private practice. You must know there's a world of difference between working at a university hospital and being a GP in a private practice. The salary is much better for a start.
I didn't think losers like you cared about status and salary.
I don't. I just want to make a point to my sister.
And the point is?
You called my husband a loser. My point is that a woman like you would never be good enough for a man like my husband.
What's got into you? What's that supposed to mean? A woman like me.
You really have no idea, do you?
I have no idea what you mean. I'm obviously a better woman than you.
I don't think so. But still, foreign trips with James and luxury brand bags from Paris and Milan. Are you still living in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
What do you mean by that? You sound crazy.
Well, all this one-upmanship is ridiculous. I don't know why you're still trying to make out like you're better than me. Or are you just resorting to childish backstabbing? But you better stop lying to me because I know for a fact that you and James have broken up.
We haven't broken up. What are you talking about?
Give it a break, Jenny. All that talk about money and status. All that bragging on one-upmanship. Your idea of winning in life didn't buy you true happiness, did it?
It did so.
It just made you want more. And the more you had, the more you wanted. You got greedy, didn't you? All that showing off made you lose sight of what holds true value.
Listen to Miss High and Mighty. You don't know anything about my life with James.
I know it didn't last long. How long was it? 1 year? Or was it even less than that? He contacted me after all that business to say he wanted to pay me by way of an apology.
Pay you? What apology?
Yes. James apologized to me for running off with you. You didn't know that, did you? Don't forget, we were engaged to be married. We had a lot of shared interests. Our money was tied up in a joint account, and then there was the apartment we were buying together. When we broke up, all that had to be cleared up. And since I was in no fit state to deal with any of it after the breakup, James, for all his faults, took responsibility and settled everything by himself. I was owed money, but I was willing to let it go. I was in no fit state to fight for my share. I had given up. I didn't have the will to even bother suing him to get it back. But then, out of the blue, he texted me. He told me he'd let me have half of everything. He suggested it. I thought, well, why not? So I took it. Then your name kept coming up in conversation. You're such a gold digger.
What on earth did he say about me?
You are so naive. He told me that you begged him to buy expensive things for you. It started with cosmetics, then designer clothes and jewelry. He felt you were using him for his money. He said that he gave in at first. Some cosmetics here, a designer dress there.
He loved to treat me.
Possibly in your version of events. But then you became more demanding. You took his credit card and maxed out his limit on Gucci dresses.
I did not take it. He bought those dresses for me for my birthday.
2 Gucci dresses at $3,000 a piece? I know James better than that. He said you didn't stop bad-mouthing me in an attempt to show off and make yourself look better. James said you made him feel uncomfortable when you trash-talked me. He knew that much of what you said wasn't true, because he knew me and what kind of person I was.
You are just talking sour grapes because he didn't buy you a Gucci dress.
And to top it off, you were always messing around and flirting with his colleagues.
I never did that. I told him that was all a big misunderstanding.
Yes, I heard about how you denied everything, even though he caught you both red-handed in the bedroom.
He's a liar!
James? How did you describe him to me? Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Your words, Jenny. His credentials say it all. Look at your track record.
He's a liar, a cheat, and a fraud.
The pot calling the kettle black. Don't act little Miss Innocent with me. I know what you are like. What goes around comes around.
What is that supposed to mean?
It was something James said to me. You reap what you sow.
You are such a cliche, Lucy.
His words, not mine. He said that the two of you had started by cheating on me, and he thought it would eventually come back to him. He said he regretted choosing you because you were such a terrible temptress. He couldn't trust you.
You know, that man wasn't making as much money as I thought he was, so I just looked for someone who had a better salary. There's nothing wrong with that. I have expensive tastes, you know. And James was just too tight-fisted with his money to keep up with me.
So you tried to find someone who was making more money than James, and what was the result?
Huh?
Well, I know the result of that too, because I heard about it from James. You spent all that time seeking the bigger and better fish, and in the end, you didn't catch one. You're still single.
No, that's not how it is. I just haven't met the man of my dreams yet. Just because I'm not married doesn't mean I've missed out on marriage.
Who's the man of your dreams, Jenny? You're already in your 30s. You're heading for middle age with a trail of broken and failed relationships behind you. You use people. All you want is money, and when you don't make enough, you start playing around and seducing other men. You are a liar and a cheat. Who would want to marry a woman like you?
That's none of your business, is it?
I'm asking you because it is my business. You stole my fiancé, then you got greedy. And now you are single again. Answer me! Who would want to marry a woman like you? I'm still waiting for my invitation to your and James's wedding.
You've got to be kidding me. Do you take me for an idiot?
I know. I shouldn't make a joke at your expense. That is your modus operandi.
You think you are so clever.
Did you rather think I wouldn't make fun of you after what you did? I'm quite impressed that you've got the nerve to turn up for Thanksgiving with the family after you stole your sister's fiancé and ended up breaking up with him. What are you really doing there? The wicked sister who spoils everything for everybody. Who invited you? Ah, that's it. You weren't invited, were you? Did you come to ask if you could move back in with our parents because there's nowhere else for you to go?
Huh?
You've come hat in hand begging to Mom and Dad's house several times before to ask them, haven't you? You asked them to let you go back because you have nowhere else to go.
I didn't do anything of the sort.
That's not what I heard.
And what exactly have you heard?
You messed around with your sister's fiancé. Your family has cut you off. James's parents didn't approve of your relationship. You cheated on James all the time. Your friends have given up on you. You got so carried away, you even quit your job. You're living from hand to mouth. And our parents won't help you. That's quite a list already. Need I go on?
No. It's not like that.
I see. You're right. When push comes to shove, you'll marry a rich man and be happier than me.
What are you trying to say?
I just feel sorry for you.
You feel sorry for me? I don't need your sympathy.
But I do feel sorry for you. It's all your fault. You brought it all on yourself. But when I think about it, you have no home to go to, no friends, no family, no one to help you, and that you're going to live alone. All I can think is that I feel sorry for you.
Now who is boasting about how happy they are? Are you still trying to get one up on me? You, who got married to such an ugly husband.
I don't think so. But my husband and I are not interested in you. You are not a part of our lives. I'm just saying. Why don't you think about your life before you meddle in other people's lives and try to spoil their happiness? Your life is bleak, no matter what you think.
You have no right to judge my life. I am better than you. You are not going to get one up on me. Never.
I think you are the one who misunderstands now. Let me get this straight. I'm not competing with you, Jenny. I am not like you. I'm happily married to my husband. We're going to have a baby. I have a good relationship with my family, and everyone is so kind and supportive. Why would I compete with you? What would that achieve? All you do is give up happiness at every turn. I can't compete with that. You are a parasite, a blood-sucking leech, a user. Why would I want to compete with that?
You're pregnant? You're going to have a baby.
I'm sorry I can't be a part of this conversation any longer. I wish you all the best. I genuinely hope you find happiness. I don't think we'll ever see each other again.
Wait a minute. Lucy? Are you there? Lucy!
Jenny went to our parents' house many times to apologize, but they never accepted her apology. Mother said it was unforgivable the way she had treated her sister. They were sick and tired of her selfish denials, her gaslighting, and her lies. They had grown weary of her constant insufferable behavior and found her lack of honesty to be a source of deep embarrassment. They said they had no option but to sever ties with her. They felt they had reached the point of no return. On her last visit, they would not even answer the door to her. James told me that she tried to get back with him on a number of occasions. She started with tears and melodrama, telling him of her remorse. When that didn't work, she started to send him provocative messages and pictures, but he blocked her. After that, he didn't hear from her for a long time until she turned up one evening drunk and disorderly. She was shouting up at his bedroom window from the street, and he made his feelings for her known in no uncertain terms. He sent her away, and she threw a brick at his window and smashed it. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. He called the police, but eventually dropped the charges because he felt sorry for her. James heard similar stories about Jenny from a number of his colleagues that she had tried to contact looking for somewhere to stay. Her attempts at seduction were mostly unsuccessful, and with her connections in St. Louis dwindling, ties with her family in Chicago severed, and her funds drying up, all that remained for Jenny was a dark and lonely future. Jenny moved away to San Francisco to start a new life. She is currently working part-time at an escort agency to make a living. The last I heard, she had started an OnlyFans account and seems to be making the money she longed for and desired in her own way. A short time later, I gave birth to a lovely, healthy baby girl. It was a very happy birth, and many of our friends and relatives sent their blessings. I drive up to my parents' house in Chicago once a month so that they can dote on their granddaughter. They've taken to their new roles like ducks to water and spend a lot of time bonding with her. My husband is busy with work, but he makes time so that we can spend it together with our beautiful daughter. He can be a bit awkward with her sometimes, but he tries hard and rises to the challenge. He feeds her, bathes her, and rocks her to sleep. He is a wonderful father and an attentive husband. I am now living the happiest moments of my life.
Hi, Mrs. Wright.
Who is this?
It's Pearl. I just met you with Alex.
Oh, Pearl. Why are you talking to me?
I wanted to tell you that it was nice to finally meet you in person.
It wasn't nice to meet you at all. Alex asked me to have lunch with him, so I thought he'd be there alone. I wouldn't have been there if I knew you were going to be there with him in the first place. I guess he made an arrangement without me knowing it because I said I didn't want to see you. I still haven't changed my mind. I don't approve of you or you getting married to my son.
Mrs. Wright, please. I beg you to think it over one more time.
How dare someone like you try to marry my son? He's a neurosurgeon. Him being the most renowned neurosurgeon in the country will only be a matter of time. You're just an assistant. How could an assistant dare to marry a surgeon? You don't have any idea what kind of high-class women he can marry. Ladies with reputational occupations are lined up wanting to marry him like lawyers, professors, and surgeons. You wouldn't be talking to me and begging for my son right now if you knew who you're asking for.
I'm not just an assistant. I'm a registered nurse. I specialize in neurosurgery just like he does, and that's how I met him. We met in an operating room. I've been a registered nurse for more than 5 years now and spent more than 4 years of them assisting neurosurgeons. Of course, I'm not a surgeon, but I fought tooth and nail to get to where I am right now. Can we please have your blessing?
I don't care what you are or how you became what you are. You're not a surgeon, it's that simple. Don't try to give me a lecture on what registered nurse is or whatever. I'm not going to change my mind. I fought tooth and nail to raise my son to be a surgeon too. I deserve to have a daughter-in-law who is at least a doctor.
That's not what I'm trying to do. Please forgive me if I offended you.
You offended me so much already.
I may not be a lawyer or a doctor, but I promise I'll be good to him and support him every step of his career.
Stop talking. I'm done talking to a servant. It's a shame that I'm even talking to someone like you.
Oh, Mrs. Wright, please let me marry him.
I don't want to hear about it anymore. Please stop calling me. I'm not going to answer from now on.
Mom.
Oh, Dr. Wright, my darling. What's going on? How can I help you? Do you need me to bring dinner for you?
No, we're not talking about dinner right now.
Okay, what can I do for you, Dr. Wright?
Just stop calling me Dr. Wright. Pearl texted you, right?
Oh, no. I don't want to talk about her.
Mom, I'm sorry for not letting you know in advance, but it was the only way I could have you to meet her. I know you don't approve, but I love her so much. I want to have a beautiful life and I need her in order to do that. She can't be missed in my picture.
Why do you have to do this when you know I don't approve?
Because she is the love of my life. I'm not getting married to anyone else unless it's her.
Jesus Christ, she's your servant! I raised you to be an extraordinary surgeon, and you're making me upset by trying to marry her. I'll get you a housekeeper or maid if you're looking for an assistant.
I'm not. She's not a servant. She has been an operating room nurse for a long time. I learned a lot from her.
It doesn't even make sense that a surgeon learns from an assistant.
You know surgeons don't have much chance to get to know the patients, but the nurses interact with the patients a lot more. They know the history of the patient's illnesses and everything. One day I was in surgery, but I wasn't able to decide on which medication I should administer to the patient. I didn't have time to read his chart before I started the surgery, so I had no idea if he's already taking a certain type of medication. I was hesitant because I didn't want to cause serious interactions between the medications, but Pearl told me all about the patient and I was able to administer the right kind of medication. My surgery may not have been successful if it wasn't for her.
As if.
Anyways, that is not the point. Please approve of her. I need your blessing to marry her and have a happy life together. Please, Mom, I'll do better. I'll visit you more often.
I just don't understand why you want to marry her. There are girls lined up for you who are lawyers, professors, and doctors. Why does it have to be her? I'm embarrassed to have someone like her as my daughter-in-law. I expected better than her.
You know what? There's actually one more thing I didn't tell you.
Oh, I'm scared. What is it this time?
Pearl is pregnant. She's 8 weeks along. We went to see the doctor earlier this week. The doctor said that the fetus has a strong heartbeat and everything looks good.
She's pregnant! Oh my goodness. You're giving me a headache. You fool, why did you impregnate her? You should have been careful. Maybe she let you impregnate her for your money.
What are you talking about, Mom? I don't have that much money.
You will, though. You'll be a wealthy man in a matter of time.
No, she is not that kind of person. I want to marry her. She's pregnant with my kid and I want to be responsible. Do you want me to be the guy who abandons his baby and mother of that baby just like Dad?
I can't believe this.
I refuse to be like him, so let me marry her, please. I'm confident my life will be much better and happier with her in it. I won't disappoint you, Mom. You love her the more that you see her. You didn't get a chance to actually talk to her and get to know her yet. Give her a chance. You'll find her charming. You would want to hold your grandchild who looks like me, wouldn't you?
Jeez, I don't think my approval matters anymore at this point. You have a baby together. I can't let you be an inhumane person who abandons his child and mother of that child just like your dad. Whatever, do as you wish.
Do I have your blessing too? I need your blessing, not just an approval.
Shut up. You gave me a massive headache, so we can talk later.
Got it. Aw, thanks, Mom. Hey, honey, what are you up to?
Hey, honey, I'm just lying on my bed.
Oh, that's right. You're off today. Are you okay?
I'm not feeling good. I guess morning sickness has started. What are we gonna do now? Did you talk to your mom?
Of course I did. We should get married.
Of course I want to get married, but your mom hates me. Wait, did she approve of us? Did she say okay?
Hell yeah, she approved of us. You know about my dad, right, though? I told you how he abandoned us. She said she didn't want me to be like him, so she said okay.
That's amazing. I'm so grateful. I should call her again to show how thankful I am. I was worried if I'm going to have this baby alone, but I guess not. Thank you for having my back.
I will never let you have this baby alone. I love you, this baby, and us. I'm sure we're gonna make a great family together.
Definitely. I'll be the best wife to you and best mom to our baby. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'll be the best husband and the best dad.
I love you, Alex.
Oh, I love you more. Hey, Pumpkin. How's it going with your wedding?
Daddy, I'm so sorry. I should have called you. I've been so busy with getting ready for the wedding, I never knew there's so much to do. How are you? You're taking your medication every day, right?
Of course I do. You sound like my doctor.
I'm not your nurse, but I am a nurse, remember?
Aw, thanks for checking up on me.
No problem. I miss you, Daddy.
I do too, honey. I feel like you're rushing your wedding. Do you want to be married to Alex so fast?
Well, actually, Dad, there's something I didn't tell you. I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant? How far along are you? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I wanted to make things right before I could tell you so you don't have to worry about me. I'm almost 12 weeks and I feel like morning sickness is getting better. It's been so hard for the past few weeks. I didn't throw up, but my stomach was nauseous 24/7. I couldn't keep anything down because of constant nausea and eventually lost 5 pounds.
Oh, my darling, I could have bought you something to make you feel better if you had told me.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you. I don't want you to take trains for a long time just to see me. Your knees are bad enough already.
You're the most important thing in my life. I'm gonna be a grandfather. I am so proud of you. How's the baby? I assume that you've seen the doctor already.
Of course, the baby has a strong heartbeat. I did the first trimester screening 2 weeks ago and the result was normal.
What was that about?
The doctors took a look at the baby's neck using ultrasound as well as drew blood to determine if the baby has a higher risk of having Down syndrome. With the result being normal, it means it's very unlikely for my baby to have Down syndrome.
That's amazing. I'm excited to be a grandfather to a healthy baby.
I didn't expect you to react this way. I thought a father should be mad at his daughter when she has a baby before she's married.
You're not 12 years old anymore. You're in your 30s, and you are definitely capable of having a baby regardless of your marital status. A lot of people have a baby first before they get married nowadays. Daddy knows how to follow the trends, you know?
You're funny. I didn't know you were a trend follower.
Oh, you treat me like an old man who doesn't know anything about trend.
Not at all. I like you being all trendy. By the way, I'm at the bridal shop for the wedding dress. Please take a look and help me pick one. What do you think? Which one do you think looks best on me?
It looks great.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. What about these?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm too old for this. They all look beautiful.
Please pick one. I want to walk down the aisle holding your hand in the dress you picked for me. I really do. I thought you were all trendy. Mom would want you to pick one for me instead of her.
That is funny. I really want to, but ask Alex for it. He should be better at this than me. Your mom would have loved to have seen you in that wedding dress. She should have been here and helping you with your wedding. Oh, I'm so sorry for being a father who can't help his daughter getting ready for the wedding.
Don't say that. You won't cry holding Mom's picture again, will you?
I won't. Don't worry about me.
I miss Mom too. Mom would be super happy to see me getting married. Not to mention a grandchild.
I agree with you. I wish Mom will be there with you on your wedding day.
Me too. Well, I don't think that's possible, but I have you, and you'll congratulate me twice as much, right?
Absolutely, honey.
Good. Let's not be sad about it. Mom wouldn't want that either.
You have a point.
So, make sure to take the supplements I sent you. They're the best for your knees, okay? They're pricey, but I got them for you. I'm making a big deal out of it so you won't skip or forget to take it.
I won't, Pumpkin. It makes me emotional that my daughter is all grown up and getting married. Thank you for being such a caring daughter. You should be busy. Go now. I need to get back to work too.
It'd be nice if you quit your job. You shouldn't work when your leg is limping.
I'm bored just to stay at home. Work keeps me sane. I'm going easy, don't worry.
Okay, Daddy, make sure to tell me if anything happens. I'll call you later. Hi, Lisa. I'm sorry I missed your call. I couldn't hear the bell ring because I put my phone on silent when I go to sleep.
You're always like that. Never mind. What was I expecting from you?
How can I help you? Are you not feeling well? I actually woke up around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom and saw the missed call from you, but I didn't want to wake you up in the middle of the night, so I waited. I hope you understand.
You'll never be able to find out even when I'm dead, will you? It doesn't matter what time it is. You need to answer my call when I call you. But if you can't do that, you need to call me right away as soon as you see a missed call from me.
Oh, sorry. So you would have rather me woken you up?
I'm saying you need to call me back. What if it was something urgent? What if I collapsed and needed you to call 911 for me? I would have died by now because you didn't answer my phone call.
I'm so sorry, Lisa. It's just that I always put my phone on silent when I go to bed. I did it out of habit and certainly didn't know you were going to call me.
Did you expect me to text you saying, I'm going to call you soon, so keep your phone close before I call you? Things happen unexpectedly. You don't even know what's going to happen 5 minutes later. Also, you were supposed to come straight to my house when you were back from your honeymoon. How dare you go back to your home and sleep there?
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to come to your house after our honeymoon. Alex didn't mention anything about it.
I didn't tell him because my busy surgeon son doesn't have time for that. You should have done it on your own. It's common sense. Come to my place right now and help me with something.
Right now?
I need you to take old pots and plates from the shelf and wash them. They've been sitting there and collecting dust for so long. They need to be cleaned.
I'm sorry, but my shift starts in about 3 hours. It takes about 20 minutes to get ready and another 30 minutes to get your house, and it takes another 30 minutes to get to work from your house, which means I'll be there only for an hour and a half. The timing is a bit off.
Stop making excuses. I thought you said you'll do whatever I tell you to do before you got married. Oh, I see what you're doing. You think you don't have to listen to me because you're married already. Fine, I'll do it all by myself. I knew this was going to happen. I should have known better.
Not at all. It's just I need to go to work. May I get a housekeeper for you? I'm sure they're great and do a better job than me.
Oh, you're gonna get me a housekeeper with my son's money. Why are you bragging to me about it when he's the one who earned it? I'm not getting a housekeeper for something like this. I'm not spending his money because you can do it for me for free.
Please don't misunderstand. I can't change my shift so suddenly, and I feel that I'm getting heavier since I'm in my second trimester now. Please understand? I'm off in 2 days' time. Do you still want me to come in there?
Of course. Were you not planning to come? 2 days later works for me. It's even better, actually. Wash the curtains and comforters as well. There are about 5 comforters in Alex's closet, and you need to take down the curtains from every room in the house, including the living room. Make sure to dry them completely before you put them back. The smell will be horrible if they're not.
I beg your pardon?
Why do you need me to repeat myself all the time? I said wash the curtains and comforters on top of the pots and plates.
How can I do all of that by myself? Will you be there helping me?
Why should I? I don't do them. It's your responsibility. Besides, I'm going on a trip to San Francisco with my friends tomorrow. I'll take the pots and plates out of the shelf for you before I leave. I need you to wash them thoroughly by yourself. Don't even think about putting them in the dishwasher. The dishwasher isn't strong enough to wash every corner of the plates. Make sure to use your own fingers to wash the blind spots. Same for the comforters and curtains. Don't just put them in the washer. You need to wash them with your own hands and feet. The washer is not as delicate as your hands and feet. Make sure to clean the entire house as well, especially stairs and backyard. Don't forget to steam clean the carpet area, okay?
Steam clean. Do you even have a carpet steamer?
No! Get one on your way here, and then leave it here so you'll be able to use it next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey! You think I'm a joke. What the heck is this?
Hi, Lisa. How was your trip? What do you mean? I never thought you were a joke. What is that? Oh, it's a broken vase. What happened? Are you hurt?
Did you just say, what is that? You're funny. You broke it on purpose because you didn't like what I told you to do, didn't you?
Not at all. I swear I didn't do it. I've never seen it.
Wow, you're a liar. You can't fool me.
I mean it. I didn't see it when I was cleaning your house.
Are you saying I'm a liar? You think I broke it and am blaming you for it?
I never said that.
What are you going to do now? It's a $10,000 Tiffany Silver Crush vase. It's been here long before you were married. It was a limited edition, so they don't manufacture it anymore. Even if they do, you can't buy it with your lousy paycheck. What are you going to do now?
Oh, well, I'll look for it. Maybe I can find one.
I said it was a limited edition and they don't manufacture it anymore.
I'll still try. Hi, Lisa. I found it. They said it was manufactured only 2 weeks ago. It's not even a limited edition.
What was that again?
I called Tiffany & Co. and they said they started selling it only 2 weeks ago. It's not $10,000 or a limited edition.
You're wrong. I had it for a long time and I paid $10,000 for it. Pay it back.
What's up with you lately?
Nothing. What do you mean?
You said you needed to stay at the hospital until late last night, but you were lying, weren't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We work at the same hospital, remember? I know your schedule and what you're up to. You better stop lying about whatever's going on.
Those are some pretty strong words.
Last week, too, you said you needed to go to this neurosurgery academic symposium, but there was no such thing. I knew it, but I still let you go because I thought you wanted to hang out with your friends. I tried to understand that you have a hard time dealing with our newborn and need some space. But look what you're doing. You barely come home and you don't even answer my phone calls anymore. It's getting to the point where I can't take it anymore.
What do you want? What do you know about being a surgeon?
I know enough. I'll have to keep my eyes on your schedule if you keep doing this. Do you want me to do that? Scott is not even 3 months old. He won't recognize you because you never come home. He never gets a chance to see his daddy.
I think this is exactly why my mom didn't want me to marry a nurse. There are stuff that nurses don't know about what surgeons do.
What did you say?
Oh, just stop nagging me. I'm busy right now. We can talk later.
You don't come home and you don't answer my calls. When are we gonna talk? Alex! Alex!
My precious darling.
Hi, Mom. What is it?
Well, I don't know.
It's okay. You can tell me.
Okay, I wasn't feeling well, so I went to see the doctor for a checkup.
Is there something wrong?
I'm not sure. The doctor wanted me to schedule an MRI and ultrasound. I'm scared that something is wrong. He said I need to get my pancreas checked out. Will it be something serious?
Did he say pancreas specifically?
Yes. Can you help me with getting it checked out?
I'm not a gastroenterologist, but I can refer you to a good colleague of mine. Come to where I work first thing tomorrow morning. Don't have breakfast so we can run some tests, okay?
Okay, I'll be there by 9.
Alex, this is not true, is it?
What's not true? What is it again this time?
Please tell me I saw it wrong. Did you check out the bulletin board on the intranet?
What's on the internet? What's all this fuss about?
There's a post about how you are having an affair with the wife of the chief of surgery. It's saying you've been together for a while now with a picture of you two going into a hotel together. Tell me what's going on. You definitely owe me an explanation.
What is it again?
You never checked the intranet? Didn't you notice how people looked at you? Wow, you were having an affair with the wife of the chief. She's your boss's wife. You must be insane.
Oh, shoot. What am I gonna do now?
You're either shameless or stupid. How could you not notice that? How did you even start a relationship with someone like her?
Oh, shut up. I need to think.
You've got no time to think. The chief called you to report to his room immediately, Dr. Wright. Go. You should go to his room before he comes to yours by himself.
Stop being sarcastic.
What did the chief say?
Why do you care?
I guess he took disciplinary action against you? What is it? Suspension? Were you fired? I don't think so. It would be so embarrassing for the chief to have human resources to decide what to do on what you and his wife did. So maybe reduction in your pay?
Are you having fun?
Not yet. You forgot about me, your wife. I didn't take disciplinary action against you. The fun part hasn't started yet. You were cheating on me behind my back all this time while I was struggling with our 3-month-old son. I was the only one to take care of him with feeding and bathing. I had to wake up in the middle of the night every time he needed the bottle. How could you do that to me? You're supposed to be my husband and Scott's father.
I don't know, okay? I'm letting you know I don't work at the hospital anymore.
So you're fired.
What is so funny, huh? Is this funny to you?
Cut the crap. Let's get a divorce. I'm not willing to forgive a cheater.
What are you talking about? We're having a baby together. Getting a divorce with a baby is not easy.
We have to get a divorce because we have a baby. Someone like you will not be helpful to Scott at all. Remember what you said about how you didn't want to be like your dad? Congratulations, you became just like him. You abandoned us by cheating on me.
I'm not like my dad, and I said I can't get a divorce.
What the hell is this cheater talking about? Don't be shameful to her son and just walk away. Do you want me to tell your mom, or are you gonna tell her?
No way, don't.
Why not?
Oh, please don't call her.
She's gonna find out sooner or later. She'd want to hear it from one of us.
Well, Mom doesn't have much time left.
What time?
She called me a few days ago. She said she went to see a doctor because she wasn't feeling well, and the doctor recommended her to get an MRI and an ultrasound because he suspected pancreatic cancer. I told her to come to me so I could help her. It turns out that she has stage 4 metastatic pancreatic cancer. The cancer has spread everywhere, including her stomach and brain. There's nothing anyone can do.
What? How did that happen?
So please don't tell her. She doesn't have much time left anyway, so just wait until she's gone. I'll do anything you want me to do. I'll give you my house and everything I have. Please?
How can I trust a cheater?
Trust me, I'll keep my word, not just for you, but my son.
Okay then, I guess that works for me.
Why can't I open your front door? Did you change your lock?
Hi Lisa, I'm at the grocery store with Scott. What's going on? Are you at my house right now trying to get in? Why did you come without letting me know in advance?
It's my son's house. I don't need to let you know in advance when I come to my son's house. I'm so tired. It took me 6 hours to get here because of bad traffic. Come here and let me in right now.
Why did you come?
Didn't Alex tell you? I have end-stage pancreatic cancer. I can't take care of myself anymore. You need to take care of me from now on. You're a nurse and that's what you do at your work, isn't it? You change patients' diapers and roll them over so they don't get bed sores and stuff. Do that for me. I'm your patient now.
Excuse me?
Besides, you married a doctor who is above and beyond you. I'm the mother of that doctor, and you should have expected to do this for me when you married my doctor's son.
I don't think I want to do that.
Come home right now and let me in. I'm really tired.
I don't think I want to do that either.
Who do you think you are? This house belongs to my son, so you have to come immediately when I say you need to let me in.
This house doesn't belong to your son anymore. It's mine. Didn't you hear what people said? He had an affair with the wife of the chief of surgery and he's been fired. The only place that was willing to take him was a small clinic in Salinas, so he lives there now. You should talk to him.
What? That doesn't even make sense. The hospital he works for sends me my medication on a monthly basis.
What the hell is he trying to do? I guess he's embarrassed of himself and doesn't want his mommy to know what he did.
What did you say?
Save it. I'm going to send you an address and you'll be able to find him there. Don't ever come to my house. I won't let you hover around me and my son anymore. Don't expect me to take care of you either. How can you expect me to take care of you after what you did to me? Your so-called doctor son eventually got fired because he had an affair. You raised a son who's just like his father. You must be very proud of him. You can't be so shameless and ask me to take care of you at this point, can you?
What a witch! Do you think it's okay to treat me this way? My son won't allow this.
After what happened, Lisa showed up at the clinic in Salinas where Alex currently works. He got mad and called me asking why I gave her his address. He said he wasn't capable of taking care of his sick mom. After all, he was expecting me to take care of his mother even after what happened. I told him we're divorced now, and that's certainly not my responsibility. She's his mother, not mine. She always made a big deal out of the fact that her son is a surgeon and harassed me about it. Yet she eventually passed away in her son's shady house without getting proper care from her son. My ex-husband told me to come to the funeral as a family member, but am I crazy? I'm not her daughter-in-law anymore, and she's practically nobody to me. Plus, she always hated me. I helped with funeral expenses, though, since we were a family once. I wanted to be a decent human being. I'm going to live my life with my son going forward. I still have a job as a nurse, and I'm going to be a good mom, too. Being a single mom won't be easy, but I don't want my son to have a trashy father like him. After many years, when my son marries a girl and I become a mother-in-law, I'm going to hug her and love her so much. I'm not going to repeat how I was mistreated by my ex-mother-in-law.
Hey, Hannah! My wedding was, like, totally amazing, right? Oh, why am I even asking this? It's obvious that everyone had a fantastic time.
Hello, Mary. It really was a wonderful wedding. Thanks so much for inviting me. Your new husband seemed like a great person as well.
Right? I'm so glad I managed to marry him. He works as a lawyer at the biggest law firm in the city.
Oh, he does? I had no idea that he was so successful. He also seems like a very kind person, too. I had a little chance to talk to him, and he seemed to be very friendly.
Who cares about that stuff? Guess what the best thing about getting married to him is? His salary. He buys me almost anything I want. I was so excited when I saw the balance in his bank account. I almost had a heart attack.
Ah, I see. That must be nice. I also thought you looked fantastic in your wedding dress.
You really don't need to state the obvious like that. I was always going to look absolutely fabulous in a wedding dress. I'm on another level compared to a woman like you.
I imagine the wedding must have cost so much. There were so many guests and the catering services were on another level.
I know, right? It's my wedding, so I wanted it to be as grand as possible. I didn't think about the costs at all. My husband was going to pay for it either way. It's amazing not having to worry about money at all.
He really is very kind, isn't he? I was a little surprised to see that I was your only friend to be invited, though. All the other guests were relatives or invited by your husband.
There's a good reason for that. I have lots of friends, okay? It's because all my friends are very successful and don't have time to be attending weddings. Most of them are CEOs or freelance workers that work long hours every single day.
Oh, I see. So that's why your friends couldn't make it. I respect them all very much.
You're just a pathetic part-time worker, so that's why I invited you. I knew that you had all the time in the world.
I'm not a part-time worker. I'm a freelance worker as well, actually. I'm usually very busy and working long hours, just like your other friends. I decided to come to your wedding because I knew it was a special day for you.
You don't need to pretend that you're a freelancer to impress me. You probably work a part-time job at the local gas station. That's the kind of job that suits you.
That's not what I do at all. It's not even close.
How come you don't hurry up and get married like me? Oh, wait. You don't even have a boyfriend right now.
Well, I have nothing to say to that. I've been busy with my job, so I haven't had much time for romance.
You're already over 30 years old. I think it's about time you start looking for a guy to settle down with. You're going to get all wrinkly in a few years, and nobody's gonna want to marry you then. That's why I decided to get married already. I wanted to settle down while I was still beautiful.
So you're telling me that you got married because you became 30 years old?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm happy with the fish that I managed to catch, though. He earns close to $100,000 a year. That's more than enough money to support me financially. I only chose to marry him because of his salary and job title. I know that a lawyer is going to earn more and more money in the future. I did him such a huge favor by getting married to him. He's so lucky to have a beautiful woman like me as his wife.
You're making it sound like you did him a huge favor by marrying him.
That's kind of obvious, isn't it? Have you not seen me dressed up? I basically look like a supermodel. Guys are lining up for the chance to be able to be with me. I probably could have easily found an athlete or a famous artist to marry me. I definitely could have settled for someone better than him.
I think that being a lawyer is impressive enough. It's a very long and difficult road to become a lawyer. You know that, right?
I doubt it's that difficult. I think it's much more difficult to be as attractive and beautiful as I am. I'm definitely the one that's settling for him. He should be so grateful of me. I'd recommend that you hurry up and find a guy that's rich and get married to him. Then you'll finally be able to quit your pathetic part-time job.
I told you that's not what I do. Were you not listening to me at all?
Hello there, Hannah. I bought some souvenirs for you back from Hawaii. You should be very grateful for me.
Mary, how was your honeymoon? I'm so jealous that you guys got to go to Hawaii.
We had a great time. I absolutely loved staying in a 5-star hotel. It's probably something that you'll never experience in your life.
Well, that sounds very expensive.
Of course it was very expensive. I wouldn't have even come here if it weren't for the 5-star hotel.
Why, though? Hawaii is such a lovely place to go regardless of the hotel.
I really didn't want to go to such a stereotypical place for our honeymoon. Absolutely everybody comes to Hawaii. Hawaii was like plan D for our honeymoon. We only decided to come here because my husband was unable to take very long off from work. Hawaii was just a compromise. Like, I wish we could have gone to the Bahamas instead.
It sounds like you're disappointed about getting to go to Hawaii. I'm so jealous. I would love to go.
Wait, what? You've never been to Hawaii before?
I've always wanted to go, but I've never actually had the opportunity yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you work part-time at a gas station.
Stop just assuming that. I told you that's not what I do. I'm a freelance worker. I work very hard every single day.
But you don't even have the money to go to Hawaii. You probably just earn a minimum wage, right? That's why you can't go on vacations like me.
My salary is not that low at all. I actually think I earn a respectable amount these days.
I feel so sorry for you. You're so poor that you can't even go to Hawaii. Maybe you should go and beg for some change on the streets.
Stop making fun of me like this. I'm very content with the job that I have right now. I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm a freelance illustrator.
Yeah, whatever. I'm tired of your excuses now. There's no need to lie about it just because you're embarrassed about working at a gas station. I find it strange that poor people always seem to want to make up excuses about everything.
I want you to stop assuming that I'm poor. It's very rude.
Now you're showing me some attitude. This is why I despise poor people like you. You're never going to be going to Hawaii with a part-time job that pays minimum wage.
Do you not listen to anything that I'm saying? I told you that I don't work a minimum wage job.
You should be grateful that I decided to purchase some souvenirs from Hawaii for you. You're never going to be able to go after all. This is the closest you're ever going to get to Hawaii in life.
Hannah, how come you didn't come to the reunion dinner?
Well, that's because I'm not free like you all the time. I actually have a life.
It was so much fun. Most of our friends from high school were there.
That's because you're all unsuccessful in life. You all have way too much free time.
I don't think that way at all. It was fun hearing what everyone was doing in life these days. Do you remember Kara? She started up her own fashion company. Dennis started up a gaming YouTube channel and he's getting pretty popular recently. Everyone else had cool stories to tell. I think that you should have come as well.
There's no point in me hanging out with losers like you guys. Most of you belong on the streets. I'm way too good for all of you. My friends these days are successful CEOs and famous people. I don't want normal people like you guys as my friend anymore.
I can't believe you think that way about us. I just thought that you would have had a good time. Our friends were all wondering what you were doing these days.
It would have been a huge waste of time. Are you not sad about the situation of your life right now? If I were you, I would be working hard trying to achieve something worthwhile in your life. There's no point wasting time at stupid reunions.
Why are you getting so angry about this? I really don't think it's a waste of time at all. A reunion like this happens once a year. Oh yeah, do you remember Dan at all?
Dan? Who the hell is that? I don't remember anyone like that.
He was the captain of the football team. Apparently he's back home in the city as well.
So what? I have no idea who he is.
Do you seriously not remember him? You wrote him a love letter back in high school? He was your crush.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember him now. I'd completely forgotten about that guy. I bet you that he's living a boring old life as a single guy.
He's single, but I think his life is really interesting. He told me that he's coaching football to younger children when he has days off from work.
Well, you guys are just perfect for each other. It sounds like both of you have absolutely zero aspirations in life. Where does he even work these days?
I think he told me that he's working at a major bank.
Wait, what did you just say? A bank? OMG.
I think he's the branch manager at the bank right next to the station. I can't remember the name of the bank off the top of my head.
OMG. Are you serious? That must mean he earns a six-figure salary.
I see. I don't really care about that kind of stuff, though.
I've decided I'm going to meet him, too. I want to go on a date with him.
Wait, what? Why have you changed your attitude all of a sudden?
Well, you know, I just felt like I wanted to see him all of a sudden. It's been way too long since I last met him.
What are you talking about? You were just saying that it's a waste of time meeting people like us. You said we had no ambitions in life.
I never said that. Stop twisting my words, you pizza face. Hurry up and tell me his number. Now. I want to ask him out ASAP.
Okay, sure. I guess I'll send it to you right now. Would you be able to explain to me what your intentions are?
What are you talking about?
I want you to stop texting Dan every single night. I thought that I told you we started dating recently.
Why do you care so much? Are you that insecure?
I'm not being insecure. I just don't think that you should be contacting your friend's boyfriend every night. I also don't want you telling him lies about me. I've heard about what you're saying about me.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Stop acting like you don't know. You've said that I'm unemployed and have zero source of income. You also told him that I've never kissed a guy before. Stop telling him things that aren't true.
Huh? I've only said things that are true. You look like you're half human and half pig. There's no way you've kissed anyone before. I doubt you've even held hands with anyone before.
Stop insulting me like that. I've had a couple of boyfriends in the past. I also work as a freelance illustrator. I have my own source of income.
We're adults now. Drawing doodles isn't going to make you any money. I also know that you're so shy around guys.
It might be true that I'm shy, but it's not like I've never held hands or kissed before. There's also no need for you to be telling him about any of this. It's private information.
I was just talking to him as a friend. This is the kind of thing real friends talk about.
I also heard that you're saying I'm no match for him. What does that even mean?
He's just way too good of a man for someone like you.
That's not a very nice thing to say to me.
Let me give you a piece of advice. You should break up with him right now. It's obvious that he's going to move on to a more attractive woman pretty soon. You should go find someone that suits you more. How about that fat nerdy kid who we used to be in the same class with? I can't even remember his name. I just remember always calling him McFatty.
I really don't think he's the kind of person that would do that to me. He told me that he loves me.
You really believe those words? That's what they always say.
I've had enough of talking with you. You've just put me in a terrible mood.
Aw, don't cry. Make sure you break up with him, okay? You don't deserve a successful guy like him that earns 6 figures.
I am not going to break up with him. Please just leave us both alone.
I don't mind leaving you alone, but not Dan. I've decided I'm going to become his girlfriend.
Wait, what did you just say? You're married!
So what? There are no boundaries that exist for true love. Dan is the love of my life. The person that I was destined to be with. I did send him a love letter back in high school after all. That must mean he's the one. It's destiny.
It's not destiny. You were sending love letters to basically every athlete in the school.
Actually, I didn't send them to all the athletes. I absolutely hate fat and obese people. I sent love letters to only the guys that were fit and muscular. I also wanted a guy that would be successful in life. Looks like Dan has found success. It looks like it's time I ditch my current husband so I can be with him instead.
Are you crazy? Isn't your husband very successful as well? I thought that he works as a lawyer and earns close to $100,000.
He earns close to $100,000. Dan must earn way more than that as the department manager of that bank. I always like to keep on aiming higher. My motto in life is to dream big. Oh, marrying Dan would be a huge dream come true.
You can't get a divorce from your husband for a reason like that.
I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't need you telling me what I can and what I can't do.
Stop choosing people based on their salary.
Salary is the only thing that matters. Life is no fun without money. Isn't that kind of obvious?
I don't agree with that at all. You should marry someone because you love them, not for their money.
Then you're definitely missing out on life then. I'm going to need you to give up on Dan now. He's going to be mine from now on.
You're making it sound like he's an object or something. Please stop this already. He's starting to get scared of you.
Stop lying to me. He wouldn't think that way about me at all.
We know that you've been stalking him as well as sending him text messages every night. You wait for him outside of his workplace almost every day.
Oh, that was just a coincidence. You guys are thinking into it too much.
You even forced him to come and have dinner with you. He really didn't want to go.
You can't be serious. I didn't force him to do anything. He was the one that was desperate to have dinner with me.
That's not what it sounds like. It sounds like he had no other choice because you were being very rowdy in the middle of the street.
He had no other choice? Don't make me laugh. He's the one that wanted to come with me. He was like a puppy following me around.
You need to stop approaching him from now onwards. He's scared of you. You're basically a stalker.
Don't you dare call me that. I am not creepy like that.
Then stop following him around and harassing him. He said that he's going to report you to the police if you don't stop what you're doing.
No way! There's no reason for me to get reported to the police.
I heard that you stalked him back in high school as well. He rejected you, but you still decided to follow him everywhere. I heard that the police got involved last time as well. It's going to be much worse for you this time around if the police get involved. You're an adult now. You will get punished by the law.
What happened back in high school was just a misunderstanding.
You can make all the excuses you want. You still need to stop stalking him either way. There's also one more thing that I've got to tell you. I'm going to be getting married to Dan.
What? What did you just say?
He proposed to me yesterday.
I can't believe this. How could such a thing happen? Why you? It makes absolutely no sense at all.
I think it's because we share similar values and enjoy each other's company.
He's meant to be mine, though. I'm the one that's destined to be with him. I'm a much better woman than you.
There's also another thing that I should tell you. I actually earn close to $100,000 a year as well.
No you don't. You're a part-time worker.
I told you I'm a freelance illustrator. I've actually become pretty popular recently. I've been getting a lot of requests to work with me recently. I'm actually planning to start up my own company in the near future.
So that means you're going to be a CEO then? That's just unbelievable. Someone like you?
Yeah, someone like me. I have a lot of connections from work these days. I want to invite as many of them to my wedding as possible, so there's not going to be enough space for you. Don't expect a wedding invite. It's never going to arrive.
That's so unfair, though. I invited you to my wedding, didn't I?
I only went to your wedding because of work-related reasons.
Work-related? What does that mean?
Your sister works in the media field, right? I actually designed some of the artwork that her company uses in their projects. I decided to attend your wedding so that I could finally meet her and talk to her in person. We always used to communicate with email and video calls.
I had no idea about that. Why did you keep this a secret from me?
I didn't think it was that relevant to you. It's about our work life, after all.
You should have told me, though. We're friends. Friends don't keep secrets from each other.
I just remembered that I was your only friend at the wedding. I'm not sure if we're going to be friends after this. Are you going to be all alone now?
Shut up! Stop mocking me! I have way too many friends to count. They were just really busy on the day of my wedding.
You should stop making excuses like that. It's just getting more and more sad. You just don't have any friends, right?
How dare you say that about me? I have hundreds of friends.
Yeah, I totally believe you. Also, one last thing. I talked to your husband about this entire incident.
You're joking, right? Please tell me that you're just joking.
I'll also send him a screenshot of this conversation as well.
No! Don't do that! I'm going to be in so much trouble if he finds out about all this.
He wouldn't get angry at you, right? You said that you were so much better than him.
I'm begging you to please not tell him about this. I'm really sorry about all this. I'll leave you guys alone, so please don't tell my husband.
Oops, too late. I've pressed send already.
Damn it! I can't believe that you've done this. Now he might get a divorce from me.
Why do you sound so worried about that? Weren't you planning to divorce him anyway?
I'm so angry. He just told me he wants a divorce.
Things aren't looking too good for you.
I can't afford to get a divorce right now. I won't be able to live my luxurious lifestyle anymore. I need my husband to keep supplying me with money. Would you please try to convince my husband to forgive me? I think that he might listen to what you say.
I'm sorry, but an ambitionless person like me won't be able to do something like that.
Don't be like that. I'll apologize about everything that I said to you recently. We're friends, right?
I'm sorry, but an ambitionless person like me shouldn't be friends with a successful person like you.
Hey, don't joke around with me like that. I'm in a lot of trouble right now and need your help. I really don't know what to do with my life from now on.
Don't worry, you're definitely going to be okay. You're very successful and have so much talent. We're not friends anymore, so please stop contacting me from now on.
Please help me out. My husband's kicking me out. I also have no savings left. I really need your help. You're all that I have.
Mary begged her husband for forgiveness, but her efforts were futile. She really had nowhere to go, so she stalked down and kept on asking him to let her move in with him. He told her to stop, but she wouldn't, so he ended up reporting it all to the police. Mary ended up at the police station and was given a restraining order. She was no longer allowed to even get close to him. I hear that she's currently living a lonely life in a rusty old apartment room out of town.
Ew! OMG! I can't believe what I just saw. You and Mark sign I love you to each other? I can't even. You know people can see you, right? You guys are perfect for each other. You're both complete dorks. Nobody else would ever want to date either of you.
Mia, could you please stop insulting me out of nowhere? I really don't like it.
It was so gross watching you guys flirt and touch each other. Ugh, I almost threw up. I'm getting goosebumps just remembering it. Go get a room if you're going to be doing that. Don't do that kind of stuff in a cafe. It's so disgusting.
We were just talking and holding hands. We weren't doing anything bad. Why do you even care? What did I ever do to you?
Stop being such a crybaby. I was just telling you the truth. How long have you two lovebirds been dating for?
We started dating around 2 years ago.
Wait, what? You've been dating him for that long? How are you able to date a dork like that for so long? He was such a huge nerd at high school. All he ever did was sit in the corner and read books. He also had so much acne. I cringed every time I had to see his face. Ugh, I'm getting goosebumps again. I don't understand how you can date a guy like that. He's just a gross dweeb.
I don't think that he's gross at all. Would you please stop insulting him so much?
Oops, sorry. I forgot that you were dating him. You're such a nerd as well, though.
Why are you texting me all of this? Just leave us alone. Is there anything wrong with me dating Mark?
Nope. You two are perfect for each other. I just found it hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing after I saw you guys holding hands. I had no idea that nerds like you even dated people. I thought you would be a virgin your entire life. Imagine if you guys ended up getting married. That would be absolutely hilarious.
Well, I guess I'll just leave that to your imagination.
So you're thinking of marrying that nerd? OMG. Your wedding would be completely empty. Neither of you have any friends. Have you ever slept with him before? You probably have no idea what to do in bed. Want me to give you some advice? I've got plenty of knowledge in the field.
No, thank you. I don't want advice from a woman like you. I know that you've been with a lot of guys. You were really popular back in high school.
I was a pretty bad girl back in high school. I had a new boyfriend pretty much every month. Good times. Not much has changed, to be completely honest, though. I had a great time yesterday night with a guy I met at the club. What were you doing yesterday night? Reading a book? You probably haven't even kissed a guy before.
I haven't yet.
What? No way. You've never even kissed? You're 37 years old. You're just joking, right? That means you haven't even slept with a guy before? You're a 37-year-old virgin? I'm actually really worried for you.
It doesn't sound like you're worried about me at all. You're just making fun of me and looking down on me. You don't need to be worried. I just wanted to save myself until after I get married. My family are all Christians. The Bible says to save yourself until after getting married.
Stop blaming this on your religion. You're a virgin because you're an ugly nerd. I bet that Mark is also a virgin too. I'm getting goosebumps just imagining you guys in bed together. It would be such an awkward mess. I can't believe you guys have been going out for 2 years and still haven't done anything. What's the point of dating each other?
Don't imagine doing something like that. It's none of your business. You really do have no boundaries. You haven't changed at all since high school. You're such a mean girl.
I'm just saying the truth. I think all my friends would agree with what I said. OMG, I should tell Natalie about what you just said. She would probably die of laughter.
Please don't do that. What I told you is something very private. You probably wouldn't understand, but I wanted to save myself for someone that I actually loved. I can't do what you do all the time. I don't want to sleep with random guys that I barely even know.
What is wrong with you? I can understand a teenager saying that. You're 37 years old! You're just missing out on life completely. Try having some fun in life for once. Most guys are going to be shocked if they hear that you're a 37-year-old virgin. You're basically a living fossil. Mark is probably the only guy that would want to date you. He must be very desperate as well. Please let me know if you and Mark finally do it.
Why should I do that? It's a very private matter. I think that you're just going to make fun of me even more.
Pretty much. It would be a great story for me to tell to my friends. You have to update me when things get heated up with Mark. Don't tell anyone else about this. It's my story to tell around.
I'm not dating Mark so that I can entertain. I'm dating him because I love him.
Oh, you're so cute. You love him. You haven't even kissed him before. Are you guys still in middle school or something?
I'm starting to get tired of this. Would it be okay if I left?
Don't go yet. I want to hear more about your relationship with Mark.
You just want to keep making fun of me.
Oops, you got me.
Don't mock me.
Aw, you're just so cute. How about I teach you how to get a guy into bed then?
I told you I don't need you to teach me that. The time will come eventually. I'm also not going to tell you about it at all. Just leave me alone already.
I can't do that. I'm worried about you now. I don't want your first time to be miserable. My husband just came back home. Damn it. I wanted to keep teaching you. Well, the lesson is over for today. I'll teach you all about it next time. I'm so excited to hear about you and Mark's future. I might not even be able to sleep because of it. We'll text you again soon.
There's really no need for you to text me again. Please just leave me alone. You should stop wasting your time with me and go take care of your husband.
What did you just say? Did you really just order me to do something? Watch your tone the next time you talk to me. Hey, Sarah! Guess what? I decided to get married again. I'm just so damn attractive.
So that means you got divorced again. How many times is that now?
Who cares about how many times it's been? My ex-husband wouldn't spend any more money on me. Can you believe that? I'm basically a supermodel. I need to be treated like one. Hey, try to guess who my new husband is. You want to know who it is, right?
I really don't care. It has nothing to do with me. It's probably someone I don't know.
You're in for a huge surprise then. I'll send you a pic of him.
Mark? Why do you have a photo of him asleep? Tell me what's going on right now.
Are you stupid? You really need an explanation. Your mind's so innocent. I was teaching Mark a lesson in love and romance. We had so much fun together. He's exhausted after we went so many rounds. Now he's fast asleep. He's kinda cute when he's sleeping. He's mine now. We're getting married. I'm so excited. I'll make sure to send you a wedding invite as well. You better come.
There's no way that you're telling the truth. He isn't the kind of guy that would do this kind of thing. We were saving each other until after marriage. Why did you even invite him over? You were saying how he was gross and a huge nerd.
What? Did I really say that? I think he just misunderstood me. I had no idea that he was earning so much. He also told me that he recently received an even better job offer. He's an elite engineer. How amazing is that?
I know that he's an engineer. He's my boyfriend.
Aw, don't cry. He's not your boyfriend anymore, unfortunately. He's all mine. I'm not letting go of a guy that earns so much money. I finally understand why you were dating him. You were just after his money. I can't believe you would do that. He looks so innocent.
You're wrong. I wasn't dating him because of his job or salary. I really liked him for who he is. I thought that he was the guy that I was destined to be with. I'm not a gold digger like you.
Aw, you sound so upset now. Don't cry, you little angel. I just wanted to let you know that Mark is my property now. You better not come anywhere near him. He's mine. Do you understand? You can't even call or text him anymore. He's my new toy now. I'm going to have a lot of fun with him.
I really can't believe that he would betray me like this. He's with you, right? Tell him to call me. I want to talk to him directly.
Aw, you miss him already, don't you? You're such a baby. He's not coming back to you after he's been with me.
I find this so hard to believe. He was acting completely normally when I saw him 3 days ago. I don't think that he's the kind of person that would do this to me. What did you do to him? You're such an evil devil!
Aw, even your insults are cute. I just flirted with him like I do with every other guy. It was so easy to make him fall in love with me. That's just how most guys are like. They can't think properly when they're talking with a hot girl like me. It was so easy to ask him out, too. He seemed so desperate. You better come to our wedding, BTW. I want to show off how happy we are. I'll save you a seat in the front row so that you can see us.
You don't even love him at all. You're only after him for his money and job title.
Yeah, pretty much. At least I'm honest about it. I don't try to hide it like you. I'll marry him so that I can use his money all I want. I'm a genius, right? I can always find some other boyfriends when I want to have fun. I wouldn't have to work either if I make him my husband. My life is going so smoothly these days.
I really can't believe this is happening. How did you even manage to go on a date with him? Tell me how you invited him.
I just asked him to come get drinks with me at a hotel bar. That's all it took. Then we went to a bar and had some fun after we got drunk together. I had such a great time. You're gonna have to continue living a lonely, lonely life all by yourself. Make sure you reply to the wedding invite I'm going to send you.
Mia! Wait, don't go yet. We still haven't finished talking yet. Let me talk to him directly. Hey, please don't ignore me like this.
What did you do? You said something to him, didn't you? You're such a coward! How dare you mess with my life behind my back?
I was actually planning to text you right now. Mark was telling me that the date of the wedding had been decided.
Ah, that's a relief to hear. I knew he still wanted to get married to me. I was a little worried because he suddenly started ignoring my messages and calls. So glad that he still wants to marry me. When did he say that it would be?
Wait, I think that you're misunderstanding something. I'm talking about me and Mark's wedding. I'm the one that's getting married to him, not you.
What did you just say to me? You're just joking, right? There's no way he's marrying you. He spent a wonderful night with me. I'm pregnant with his baby right now. Do you see what I'm talking about now? He's mine.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that you're pregnant with Mark's child. I already know that for sure.
Aww, I know that you don't want to believe it, but I'm definitely pregnant with his child. You should just hurry up and admit defeat.
Stop with all these lies. I know that you and Mark didn't do anything together. I don't understand why you have to go through so much effort to lie to me. You're such a filthy liar. What's wrong with you?
Did you just call me a liar? You're a monster! How could you accuse me of being a filthy liar?
Mark's the one telling me that you're lying. You told him that you wanted to discuss something about me and asked him to come to dinner with you. He couldn't say no because you told him you had something very important to say to him. You even mixed alcohol into his drink without him knowing. He's allergic to alcohol. How could you do that to him? What you did was a crime, by the way.
Excuse me? Did you just accuse me of committing a crime? You better be joking. All I did was mess with him a little. It was just a joke.
What you did is not something that can just be passed away as a joke. What were you going to do if he had a bad allergic reaction? He could also have had alcohol poisoning.
But none of that actually happened. Stop being so overdramatic. You really are an annoying loudmouth. Shut your mouth!
You then proceeded to send me a picture of him passed out because of the alcohol you put in his drink. Then you made up a story about doing the deed with him. I can't believe I almost believed this lie you made up. You asked the bartender to help carry him up to your hotel room, right? You're a criminal!
Stop calling me a criminal! I hate being called that. Do you even have any evidence for this?
Yes, I do have some evidence, actually. The CCTV cameras in the hotel show you and the bartender dragging Mark into your room.
Ah, gotcha! You're trying to trick me. There's no way the hotel would show CCTV footage to a random stranger. Who's the filthy liar now, huh?
Yeah, that's very true. I wasn't the one they showed the CCTV footage to. Mark's dad was the one that took a look at the CCTV footage. He's a police officer.
Wait, what? He's a police officer?
Yeah, he is. You were threatening Mark this entire time, right? That's why he couldn't call or text me at all. He didn't think he did anything with you, but he couldn't be sure because he was passed out. He was really embarrassed to tell anyone about what had happened, but he decided to ask his dad for help. His dad helped him get to the bottom of this, as what you had done to him was very sketchy. We never would have thought that you had the bartender help you commit this entire crime. He admitted to everything that you guys did right away. Now it's your turn to tell us about what you did.
Just unbelievable! Ugh, I can't believe he would admit what he did so easily. I never should have trusted a scumbag like that in the first place. Ugh, I guess I'll give up taking Mark from you then. You should be grateful that I'm giving him back to you. I guess I'll get going now. See ya!
I don't think you're going anywhere. You have a lot to discuss with the police before going back to your normal life. We're also going to be hiring a lawyer to sue you for this entire incident. You spiked his drink and created a lie so that you could try to get married to him instead. We have all the evidence we need to win this case. You better be prepared.
Excuse me? I don't like being threatened like this. You've blown this way too out of proportion. You really need to calm down. We've also been friends since high school. This was just a friendly joke between friends. I've apologized, so it's time for you to forgive me.
I am definitely not going to be forgiving you for this. I can't believe that you don't understand the severity of what you did.
Okay, fine. I admit I did something bad. I'm really sorry. I just don't want to have to be arrested for this. I'm so sorry, so please just forgive me. Pretty please.
There's no point in you saying any of this. I'm not going to forgive you. I can't believe that you even lied about being pregnant with this child. I thought my life was basically over when you said that to me. I believed that the love of my life had betrayed me for you.
I forgot I did that too. That was just a joke. Would you please just not report me to the police? I'm really sorry. Now can you forgive me?
I know that you're not really sorry for what you've done. Just sending me a text message saying sorry isn't going to change anything. You've always insulted and harassed me ever since we were in high school. Think of this as revenge for everything that you've done to me. I'm going to leave the rest to my lawyer now. If you have anything you need to talk to me about, you can tell it to my lawyer first.
What have I done? I really didn't mean for things to end up like this. Give me another chance, please. Pretty please. I'm begging you. Come on, we're friends. You don't need to do this to me. Why aren't you replying to me now? Hello? Are you seriously just ignoring me? Oh, I just saw that you read my message. Have you finally decided to forgive me? Thank you.
Not at all. I just forgot to tell you something. Me and Mark are going to get married in exactly 3 months' time. I was planning on sending you an invite. Although you probably can't come because you'll be in prison around that time. You really need to be punished for this crime that you committed. I hope that you use this as a lesson to learn and become a better person in the future.
What? I'm really going to be going to prison then? Please don't do this to me. I'm really sorry for what I did to you guys. I'll do anything to make you guys forgive me. Please. I think I'm going to cry.
Aw, you're going to cry now? Tough luck, loser. Goodbye forever. We decided to hire a lawyer the very next day and sued Mia for everything that she had done. We ended up having a court case and she was found to be guilty for her crimes. She was sentenced to 1 year in prison along with the bartender that helped her commit the crimes. 3 months later, me and Mark had our wedding and finally got married to each other. We are currently living a very happy life together as a married couple and hope to have some children in the future.
Hey, Emma. I'm so sorry for taking your precious husband, Mike, from you. I also heard that you were going to be quitting your job. I can totally understand why, though. It would be so upsetting having to see your ex-husband at work every single day. I'm sorry that all this is happening to you. I've ruined your life!
Why did you even bother contacting me? I really don't want to be talking to you. Especially after what you've done to me.
I just wanted to show off, actually. I wanted to let you know that I'm the winner and you're the loser. Mike was the prize. He's all mine now. I don't really have anything else to say to you.
If you have nothing else to say, goodbye. I have better things to do than to be talking to you. I'm busy, unlike someone.
Wait, you can't go yet! I just remembered I have some other things that I want to tell you. Me and Mike are going to get married! We're going to be having a luxurious wedding! Mike booked the wedding at my dream wedding venue. I'm looking forward to it so much already. He told me that I could spend as much money as I wanted on the wedding. I really want to invite you to the wedding. You can't say no to this, by the way.
Are you serious about what you just said? You're just joking around, right? Why are you inviting me to your wedding? That doesn't make any sense at all. I'm Mike's ex-wife. I am not going to attend your wedding.
Wait, what? You have to come! We used to be co-workers! My wedding is meant to be the happiest day of my life! I really need you to come and celebrate it with me. I really want you to come. I'll send you a wedding invite later today. Send me your address later.
Are you really serious about this? You're just joking and trying to mock me, right? There's no way I'm attending this stupid wedding.
Why do you sound so mad? I'm kind of starting to get scared. Is there a reason why you wouldn't want to attend? Oh, wait. I totally forgot about one thing. I forgot that the groom at this wedding was your ex-husband. How could I make such a huge mistake like this?
So you were just mocking me then. I knew it. Do you not have anything better to do with your time? I really don't want to have to waste my precious time like this.
Oh no! You finally noticed that I was making fun of you.
Would it be okay if I blocked you now? I really don't have any reason to continue talking to you.
You're being way too reactionary. It makes me want to mock you even more. I really do want you to come to my wedding, though. I wanted to show off how happy I am with my life right now. I also wanted to see you crying and upset as I got married to Mike. That would have been so satisfying. Are you really sure that you're not able to come? I'm begging you.
I'm not going, no matter what you tell me.
Why are you being so stubborn about this? It should be fun for you to attend a wedding.
I don't want to see you and Mike getting married. I really don't want to see or talk to either of you.
I can kind of understand why you're so sad about losing Mike to me. He's good looking and really rich. There's not many men like that. I'm so happy that I'm going to be getting married to such a great guy. I guess you never know what's going to happen in life.
Good for you. I'm glad that you're happy. Would you please just leave me alone now?
I want to keep talking to you. I'm glad I managed to finally achieve my goal. Ever since we started working together, you always took the guys that I found attractive. I was really angry at you the entire time.
What are you talking about? I never took any guys from you.
This is what I hate the most about you. You don't even realize that you're doing something wrong. The guys that I was flirting with always asked you out on a date instead of me. You always ended up rejecting them. My pride was absolutely shattered every time that happened. I finally had an opportunity to get revenge on you. Did you really think that I would miss an opportunity like this? I am definitely going to make you come to my wedding, no matter what.
I had no idea that you were suffering behind my back. I didn't even know that I was making you angry. I still won't be able to come to your wedding, though. I'm sorry about this.
I am not going to let you reject my invite. I'll make sure to save you front row seats at the wedding. I need you to suffer right in front of me as I stand at the altar. I want to see your reaction. You're also in no position to be rejecting me. The new company that you're going to be working for is my brother's company. He is the CEO. I was really surprised when I first heard about this. What a huge coincidence! If you don't come to my wedding, I'm going to ask my brother to fire you immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying? You definitely have to come now. I'm not going to listen to any more of your excuses. I look forward to seeing you at the wedding.
I still won't be able to come. There's a reason I can't go.
much, Emma. I'm glad that you finally decided on coming to my wedding. I just received your reply to the wedding invitation that I sent to you.
I managed to get permission from my boss. I'm only going to be coming very briefly.
So my brother must have convinced you to come. I really owe him one for this. I'm so happy that you're going to be at my wedding. I'm even more excited for my wedding now. I'm going to be trying out my wedding dress today. I'm also planning on taking some photos of me in my wedding dress in advance. What a perfect day! It doesn't get much better than this.
I'm glad that you seem so happy about this. I hope that you find a nice wedding dress.
You really don't have to hide your emotions. I know that you're all sad and upset. How does it feel to see me so happy with Mike? How about we tell each other how we really feel? I want to have a serious conversation with you.
So you want to have a serious conversation now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you understand Mike at all? Have you really gotten to know the kind of person he is?
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
There's something that I'm a little worried about.
What would there be to worry about? Stop trying to make me worried for no reason. I can't believe how desperate you're being. I absolutely love everything about Mike. You really don't have to worry about us at all.
Well, if you say so. I hope that you guys have a happy future together then.
You don't need to worry about that either. We're going to be the happiest husband and wife in this entire world. I've got to go and try on my wedding dress now. Goodbye. Hey, Emma. It's Sarah. I'm doing really well, thank you.
I didn't ask you how you were doing, but okay.
Why did you leave my wedding so quickly? I can't believe that you left already. Were you too upset to stay any longer?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have an award ceremony that I need to attend today.
An award ceremony? What kind of lame excuse is that? You haven't done anything to be awarded for.
You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. I actually received a prestigious award as a jewelry designer. I really needed to attend the award ceremony, and that's why I had to leave your wedding early.
So, you're telling me that you were the one that received the award?
Yeah, I'm the one receiving the award. My dream finally came true. It was pretty difficult for me to study to become a jewelry designer because I also had a full-time job. I really didn't expect the jewelry that I made to win an award this big.
Well, I guess that you deserve this, seeing as you're going to be alone from now on. I'm pretty impressed. I had no idea that you were a jewelry designer as well.
Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. This was actually all thanks to your brother. He took a look at the jewelry that I designed and asked me to work for his company. I'm really happy that I get to design jewelry for my job. It's been my dream for the longest time.
What are you talking about? I thought that my brother's company was fashion related. I didn't think there was anything related to jewelry design.
Wait, what? You don't know about it? The company branched out into jewelry and accessories from last year. The company even opened up a shop specifically for jewelry. The jewelry shop is actually becoming really popular because we also create original designs. I guess you don't know about it because you haven't contacted your brother for about 2 years now. I heard that you harassed his wife so much that she ran away. He cut ties with you ever since that happened, right?
That wasn't my fault at all. That woman decided to leave out of her own will. I really don't understand why my brother also had to leave with her.
You really shouldn't talk so badly about her. She was the one that convinced your brother to attend your wedding.
It annoys me just hearing about her again.
She was very insistent that your brother attend. She was so passionate about it, so I decided to help her out. I told your brother that we should attend your wedding together. He was actually planning on coming with me. Unfortunately, he found out that the person that you were getting married to was my ex-husband. He became furious at you after hearing that and decided not to go.
Wait, what? So that's why he didn't come?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't really want to stay at the wedding by myself for very long, so I left after taking a walk around the wedding venue. There was something strange going on, though. Who was that random guy that was sitting at the seat reserved for your brother? I also didn't recognize any of the other guests at all. There was nobody else from our workplace attending. I didn't see any of Mike's relatives either. I thought it was strange that all the seats were pretty much full already.
Well, that's because I have a lot of relatives. Mike was being kind and didn't invite that many people. He said that I could invite who I wanted.
I see. I still think the entire wedding seemed a little strange. I also overheard a weird conversation in the restrooms. There were two women talking about how they were getting paid $200 for 4 hours. They were boasting about how easy it was to work as a rental family.
You don't need to worry about the details at all. I have no idea what the conversation is about at all.
I feel like you're hiding something. Both you and Mike don't have any siblings. How is it possible for you guys to have so many relatives?
Why don't you just shut up already? I'm guessing that you know what's happening already. I had to hire a rental family to come to my wedding. Mike's entire family has cut ties with him completely. I'm pretty much in the same situation as well. We had no one that we could invite to our wedding. My brother told all my relatives that I had stolen someone else's husband. Everyone that heard about it became really mad and told me they wouldn't come to my wedding. That's why I had to do this. I don't care as long as I can get married to Mike, though.
I'm not going to judge you for it. I think it's great if you're happy about it. I hope that you and Mike can have a happy future together.
There's no need for you to tell me about it. I am definitely going to live a happy life with him. Emma! What the hell is going on? You tricked me, didn't you?
Sarah? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Stop acting like you don't know. Why is Mike cheating on me already? He slept with multiple other women.
That was quick. I guess it's already started. He's probably not going to be able to stop anymore.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
He falls in love very easily. He just can't help himself. He's probably going to bring some of them back home with him as well. I had a really hard time while being married to him. That's why I was kind of worrying about you. You're living in the apartment room that he owns, right? He has a bunch of other girlfriends that live in that apartment block.
Wait, what? He has that many girlfriends? You're not being serious about this, are you? Why are you not saying anything, Emma? Please tell me that what you just told me is just a joke. You're not replying. So you're serious about all this? Why didn't you tell me about this if you knew about it already?
Mike told me that he finally found the love of his life. I thought he was actually telling me the truth about you. You also seem to be so excited about getting to marry him. That's why I thought it would be best to just leave you guys alone.
That's such a mean thing for you to do to me! I never would have gotten married to him if I knew about this!
You wouldn't have believed me even if I had told you. You probably would have just assumed that I was doing it to ruin your wedding.
Well, maybe.
Don't you know the reason why I didn't come after you when I found out you were sleeping with my husband? It's because he already paid me a very large settlement and alimony for all the cheating he had done. It was nothing new. You should be grateful for him for that. I actually thought that you would be the woman that he settled down with. I guess that wasn't the case. You should probably get a divorce from him before things get worse.
I really can't get a divorce right now. I quit my job because I thought I could depend on him financially from now on.
Why don't you ask your company to let you work there again?
I was on the brink of getting fired when I quit. They're definitely not going to hire me again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You always used to harass and insult your other coworkers. I guess that's why nobody from work attended your wedding.
Yeah, that's pretty much the reason. I didn't have any friends at work that I could invite. There's no way that I can live by myself right now. I guess I'll just have to stick with Mike then.
You better hope that he doesn't get any of his girlfriends pregnant then. He always used to tell me that he would divorce me if he accidentally got another girl pregnant. You should probably hurry up and try to get pregnant with his child.
Is that really true? It's not looking good right now. He hasn't come back home for over a week now. He's not replying to any of my calls or messages either. What do you think I should do?
The situation's not looking too good for you.
Oh, I just received a text message from him. He said that he's really sorry. He got another girl pregnant. He wants to get married to her now.
That's unfortunate for you. I don't think he's going to change his mind now. He always told me how badly he wanted to have children.
Wait, does that mean he's going to get a divorce from me? I really can't have that happen to me. What should I do? Tell me what I should be doing. You were married to him for a while, right?
I'm sorry, but there's nothing that I can do to help. It's way too late to do anything now. I'm so glad that I ended up getting a divorce from him. You're going to have to deal with this by yourself. I'm really busy and have better things to be doing. I'm going to go now. Goodbye.
I can't believe that you're abandoning me like this. My life is completely ruined now. I don't have a place to live or any income now. All my relatives hate me. Please tell me what I should do. Someone save me!
Sarah didn't end up getting a divorce from Mike right away. They actually stayed married for around 2 years. Unfortunately, Mike kept on cheating on her, and they ended up getting a divorce in their 3rd year together. Sarah tried to ask Mike for alimony, but she didn't receive anything. He knew that Sarah was also sleeping around with other men. Sarah is currently working a part-time job at the local gas station to make a living. On the other hand, I am currently doing very well in life. The jewelry that I design has started to become very popular. I am really happy that I'm finding some success doing what I like to do. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.